Listen, if you are doing any of these things that I'm about to mention, you should probably quit trading right now. If you find yourself trading and then asking someone else, should I be in this? Should I buy more? Should I sell it? You need to stop, because that means you don't have a plan. And if you don't have a plan, you're not trading, you're gambling. So you need to have a plan. What is a plan? I made a video about this in the past, so go check out the content there. But real quick, a plan is you have at least an entry, an exit, a stop. You know when you're going to get out, and you're going to set a stop so you make sure you get out. And you have a setup that you know that you like to trade. So you're testing it out. Maybe you don't have a setup. Maybe you're trying new things. So try new things, but have a plan to where you're going to get in and where you're going to get out, and make sure you follow it. Let's say you have a plan, but you're in a stock, and then you ask someone else, or you're scratching your head, it's going down against you, and you're like, man, I thought the stock was going to go up, but I don't know. Should I get out? Stop trading. Just stop trading right now, because you're just going to lose all your money. Because maybe you do have a plan. I had a plan, Alex, but I just think it's going to go back. You're a bag holder. You know what that is? That's someone who may have a plan, maybe they didn't. Maybe they already broke the first thing I said. But if you did have a plan and you don't stick to it, and you don't cut it when it's supposed to be cut, because you had a plan saying, I'm gonna get out when X happens, and you're holding against it, then you might as well not even have a plan. And you might as well just go give money outside and throw it outside and give it to someone else, because that's what you're gonna do when you trade. You gotta cut your loss. You gotta make sure you stick to what you said you were gonna do. If you're constantly looking at all these traders who are posting big profits, and maybe you're trying to size in big on opportunities, trying to make big money, where you're constantly reviewing your profits, your losses, and just can't get over that, quit. Because trading is all about process. Talk to any trader. I fortunately have the opportunity to talk to tons of traders on Be the Trader every Monday and Wednesday at noon market time. And so I know, and I have a lot of conversations with them after the show, and they talk about process. Sure, they sometimes do show their P&L, and cool, some people do that, but they really are focused on their process. So if you find yourself just focusing on profits, your losses, how many wins did I have in a row? How many losses did I have in a row? Just stop, because it may not happen now, but eventually it's going to eat you away, and that's going to affect how you trade, and you're not going to actually get any value out of every trade. And what I mean by value is not profits, because if you just thought that, quit. It's what did I learn after each trade? If you watch me during my live streaming on YouTube stream or Twitch when I'm trading live, or watch anybody, or in a chat room, and you're like, ooh, I'm going to get in this stock because someone else, stop. Just quit.
If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help.
Just stop day trading. Just stop it completely, because you're not going to make it doing that at all. In fact, if you're curious, like, what did you live stream? If you heard that and you're like, oh my God, I gotta follow, do not focus on that. Sure, you can like, subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified when I do live stream. I appreciate that very much, because I want to do that to help others so they can learn. But when you watch someone, when you're in a chat room, if you're doing that, use it as value to learn and watch, and ask yourself the question, why did they get in? What were they thinking? And how did they execute? And learn from that. Stick to your own trades, and then watch and learn. At the end of the day, go look back at the charts and go, maybe this is why I did it. And don't just always ask, why'd you do this? Why'd you do that? Try to also evaluate and figure out what were they thinking, and then maybe ask. And then if you can line them up, you're like, oh, maybe I'm going on the right track. And then one last thing, please remember everything I said. Have a plan. Always stick to that plan. Do not focus on your profits, loss. Don't focus on that. Focus on the process and ignore like other people. Like don't chase, don't follow. And just so you know, hit that join button if you're curious what that is. It's just a small pledge to the show to support, and we appreciate every one of you. Thanks.